An innovation revolution is unfolding in Africa, and 2015 was full of stories of young people creating new technologies and applications that are driving the continent's growth. Tanzanian scientist Dr. Askua Liongo created a water filter that he says can remove 99.9% of bacteria, microorganisms, and viruses.
The invention uses nanotechnology to filter out contaminants and produce clean water, and was inspired by a visit to Hilonga's native village, where many people still risk their lives drinking dirty water and often suffer from waterborne diseases.
In Tanzania, 70% of households, of 9 million households, are not using any kind of a filter. That is how big the market is. That is in Tanzania alone. 9 million households. Then imagine in Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Sub-Saharan Africa, India, and elsewhere. So the market is very big.
In neighboring Kenya, Kenya's tech scene is one of Africa's most advanced, with soaring phone use and cheap data, spurring growth. A mobile phone application called Eneza, Swahili word for reach, is hoping to revolutionize learning. The app gives children from poor backgrounds who would otherwise not afford textbooks unlimited access to information at the dial of a simple code. It also gives schools that have limited funds a wide range of study material. The program provides the mobile phones to students and teachers for free and is already being used by 350,000 children across Kenya since it was launched in 2013.
When, for example, you find your question wrong, they direct you and tell you the right answer and tell you more about the question.
Kenya continued to lead the path of innovation when Google launched their Street View technology in the Samburu Park to help in conservation efforts, protect animals from poachers, and to give animal lovers a chance to take a virtual tour of the reserve. Street View is a product that enables users to navigate images on the ground created from a series of photographic images. Poaching has risen in recent years in sub-Saharan Africa, where well-armed criminal gangs have killed elephants for tusks and rhinos for horns that are often shipped to Asia for use in ornaments and medicines.
Tracking them with the help of Google Earth, we get to see their whole range, and then we understand what elephants need to survive. And that's powerful information if we're going to try and secure elephants' future in Africa. That's information that we need, because we need to take that information to government planners and to community planners and county governments and say, this is where elephants roam, these are the corridors they use, these are the areas they feed in during different times of year. Let's keep these areas protected from development and then develop elsewhere.
In Africa's biggest economy, Nigeria, two teenage brothers developed their own browser known as Crocodile Browser Lite that they say is faster and more easily accessible on lower-end phones commonly available in Africa and other developing countries. Anesi and Osini taught themselves how to code when they were 12 and 14 years old respectively, using free online resources and reading books. The two boys also said they were also motivated by a desire to help people and are passionate about developing the IT industry in Nigeria.
I just want to solve problems that people have to make people's life easier and better.
4 Nigerian students have developed an app called Humane to help blind people perform tasks like using their smartphones. Blind people are continuously looking for ways to access information and engage in everyday life, but often lack the resources they need to do so. Known as Humane, the software works together with a hand-operated controller that helps blind people use an audio guide to select and play music, videos, check the time, as well as listen to an audio readback of printed words when surfing the web, among other tasks.
We looked at them and we saw that these people are separated from the world, as in they are separated from the people that can't see. All right, they can't move freely on their own. They can't browse the internet, they can't play music, they can't. So we said, it's okay, let's just do something for these people and let them be part of the social world.
2015 also saw Nigeria's attempt to create the country's first electric-powered vehicle, the brainchild of a group of engineering students. Its innovators say the world is running out of fossil fuels and Nigeria will soon need to move towards hybrids and electric cars. The electric car named DOVE, acronym for Design for Zero Emission, was unveiled at the University of Lagos campus. Built with locally sourced materials, the 200-kilogram vehicle is powered by a high-voltage battery with no carbon emission. Made of a fiberglass body, the electric car moves at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour and can even go up to 35 kilometers per hour.
Of course, it's still a developing field and some things are still being put in place, especially with battery technology and increasing the range of electric vehicles. But I believe that with time, it's going to expand to Nigeria and acceptance and coverage will be increased in Nigeria in the near future.
Elsewhere on the continent, inmates at the Worcester Correctional Center took part in the program to learn coding in a bid to help them acquire new skills and give them a renewed hope for the future. The program was created by Sile Shabalala, a former inmate who taught himself how to code in prison. The organization says he works with people who have been to the deep end of life and back and has found a passion in introducing them to coding as it offers them something that is in demand throughout the world.
To be behind with technology, it is a challenge for us as offenders. We need to keep updated with what is happening within the world out there. For me, being 15 years in prison, having to go out and not knowing what technology is about, it's a major concern for me. So computer coding, I think, should have been in correctional service a long time.
South Africa also saw the launch of a solar-powered school bag that is helping pupils study at home after school. Made from recycled plastic and using solar technology, the bags are powered during the day and light up homes which are either not connected to the national power grid or are in the dark because of frequent electricity cuts.
It helps me a lot when there is no electricity because I take the lamp and use that for lighting in order to read and do my homework.
Africa's most advanced economy is facing its worst electricity crisis since 2008, and its citizens are subjected to frequent controlled blackouts, which South African utility, Eskom, implements to prevent the grid from collapsing.
Most importantly, what's helping a lot is the solar lantern. So the parents are coming in saying my child's able to do work, and teachers are coming back and saying homework is now being done. So I think we're affecting all spheres of a child's life.